This was just another method for them to line their pockets with money. That was really what it was. It was fraud from the outset.
A mass shooting in Lakeland has led to an unlikely connection with fraud and federal loans designed to help small businesses during the pandemic. Good evening, everyone. I'm Josh Benson.
I'm Jennifer Lee. Thank you for joining us. Lakeland Police, the FBI, and even the Postal Service were involved in an investigation that has led to the arrest of 12 people. News Channel 8's Jeff Patterson joins us now live from the federal courthouse in Tampa with this story. Jeff.
Good evening, Jen and Josh. The U.S. Attorney says a Polk County-based gang has been involved in fraud, stealing thousands of dollars of federal loans that should have been used for small businesses.
In January of 2023, 11 people were shot in a drive-by shooting in Lakeland, one of Polk County's worst mass shootings ever. Lakeland authorities soon found out the shooting was related to drugs and a gang called the Lakeland Hood Boys gang. Police were well familiar with the members.
Drugs, shooting, typical gang stuff.
But once they started to investigate the shooting, they found more.
Once the shooting was completed, detectives started to notice quite a few improprieties in some of the folks that were ancillary to this investigation.
They say they soon found gang members and associates had applied for Federal Payroll Protection Plan, or PPP loans,
Which was to ensure that small businesses could make payroll. They wanted to give loans to small businesses so they could keep individuals on the payroll.
The problem is none of the people who applied for the loans actually owns a small business.
These individuals filed fabricated businesses, fabricated business records. And what was their goal? The goal was to make it appear that they were running successful businesses.
They received thousands of dollars, but didn't spend it on their employees' salaries.
He spent it on cars, clothes, at gun shows.
Now, 12 people involved are under arrest and facing federal charges of wire fraud.
We have seen a major evolution of gang criminal activity into the white-collar fraud area.
The people arrested in this operation face up to 20 years in federal prison. Lakeland police say some of those arrested have been involved in criminal activity for years. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Jeff.
Detectives say a Polk County pet clinic was the target of a nearly six-figure fraud.
A former manager is now accused of stealing thousands of dollars, leaving the business struggling to survive. News Channel 8's Georgia MacArthur joins us now live from Lakeland with the paper trail that has been uncovered. Georgia.
Well, Jen and Josh, an audit shows the former manager not only used the money to fund her lifestyle, but also to remodel her kitchen. It is something the board of directors say left them struggling to keep their doors open. Polk County detectives say a former manager, Emily Lorenzano, funneled nearly $100,000 out of TLC Pet Snips. An audit showed more than $93,000 in deposits were missing from the company's accounts.
When we first stepped in and realized that we had bills that had not been paid for months.
Detectives say Lorenzano altered deposit slips and used the business credit cards for Amazon and Walmart purchases. More than $2,000 worth of items like clothes, shoes, and diapers. The financial hole was deep. The new management team had to scramble to keep up with operations after bills went unpaid.
The $300,000 that we had to try to make arrangements with our pharmacy companies, with anyone that was doing business with TLC that was not getting paid.
Detectives say Lorenzano's scheme spanned 4 years. She's now facing charges of grand theft, fraudulent use of credit card, and scheme to defraud.
We had to halt spays and neuters. We had to stop wellness. We had to reorganize the vetting, getting the surgeons back in. So it was quite a bit to right the ship.
And a clinic tells us it wasn't until a new manager stepped in and took a closer look at the books, that's when they noticed the money was unfortunately missing. Reporting live in Lakeland, I'm Georgia MacArthur, 8 on your side.
Citrus County investigators are looking for 2 stolen boats and the person or people who swiped them. Both are John boats. One's camouflage and the people on it, the people writing on it rather, and the other is painted baby blue. Both were stolen from the area of Albin Point off of County Road 488 near Lake Russo this past weekend. If you can provide any tips, give the Citrus County Sheriff's Office a call.
Lake Wales police say the injured officer and his canine are in good spirits, but still not able to return to work after being dragged several feet by a fleeing car. Peril in a parking lot.
Are you all right?
Yeah.
Where are you hurt?
Everywhere.
Did he run you over?
Yeah.
Lake Wales police say Officer Sean Robertson pulled over Marlon Arundel for driving 30 miles an hour over the speed limit, a criminal offense due to a change in Florida law.
Subject jumps out of the car and started immediately being confrontational with the officer, asking what he was stopped for. So the officer goes up to detain him in handcuffs, and then the fight was on.
Videos show the suspect speed off with Officer Robertson and his canine Bolo entangled and dragged several feet.
Monitor as well.
Another officer located Arundel's car on East Bay Boulevard, then Arundel himself.
Show your hands! Put your hands behind your back now! Put your hands behind your back now!
Arundel was arrested and treated for injuries. Lieutenant Dale Hampton says Officer Robertson and Bolo visited the station Thursday.
The dog was even still limping, so they both still have follow-up appointments. Both of them are in good spirits. The dog, all he knows is work. He's ready to go back to work.
Arundel is being held on no bond. He has a pretrial detention hearing scheduled for Monday afternoon. Reporting in Polk County, I'm Stacy DeSilva, 8 on your side.
All right, thanks, Amanda. A suspect in the hospital this morning after Hillsborough County deputies say he was shot trying to break into a home in Plant City. Investigators say this happened around 1:40 this morning at a home off of Gentry Road. When a woman came outside to confront the suspect, they say he started assaulting her, and that's when another man inside the house fired several shots at the suspect. He is currently in surgery right now at the hospital. He is expected to survive.
St. Pete residents will soon be paying more for their monthly utility rates. City leaders passed a plan to increase rates on water, wastewater, reclaimed water, stormwater, and sanitation utilities. The city says rates as a whole will go up between 8% and 10% to pay for infrastructure repairs. The increase starts on October 1st. Now, this decision to raise rates comes amid a growing number of concerns over water meters in St. Petersburg. 8 on your side spoke with a neighbor who tells us she owes the city nearly $50,000 for a water bill. City records show Ashley Wright's water meter was replaced not once, but twice within a span of days last November. Before those changes, her average water use was just over 1,000 gallons a month. Afterward, records show spikes as high as 111,000 gallons.
First it was 12,000 and I called and I'm like, how is it this high? They said we had a leak, so we had somebody come out. And then it just kept escalating. I'm like, how is it $40,000? Like, we are giving water to everybody on the street.
Wright says she hopes someone will fix what she believes is a city error before more people get hit with bills they can't explain.